Well, today is a longer speech. And when I first read the title of this project, Creating a Good Club Culture, the first thing came to my mind was how I felt when I was a guest here. Now, how do I tell you how I felt? Before that, let me take you through 15 minutes of my speech so that you can follow step by step what is coming. First part of my speech talks about my first day in Mercury when I came here as a guest for the first time. The second part of my speech talks about my first month as a Mercury member, what happens when I become a member finally. And the third part of my speech talks about my growth as a member and a progress as a leader. Where are the taps, guys? Progress. Well, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and lovely guests. This speech is as much for the members as much as the guests. And it is like dedication for all the people that I learned from here. So thank you for being here. Now, the interesting part, the surprise. For the first part, where I tell you about my first day as a guest here in Mercury, what better way than recreating those moments? I'm getting goosebumps. For that, I kindly ask all of you to get up. Hold your chairs, lift them up, and turn around because the speech is going to happen there. Quick, everyone. Quick. You stay there. Apologies for the inconvenience, and thank you for staying with me and in the spirit. Now, I show you Bobby, our ex-VP membership, VP PR, was the host the day I first entered Mercury. Then the club used to host its meeting in Danziger Straße, which is in Prenzlauer Berg. So I enact the whole scene. I'm the guest now, entering the club.
First time to Toastmasters?
Hi.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, welcome to Mercury. Please fill in your name here. And here's the agenda. So,
Thank you.
in the agenda, you will see there's 3 parts. And in the second part, we will have improv speaking. There you can join as a guest. So welcome, Smita.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bobby, for your contribution to my speech. Well, did you see what really happened there? The warmth that Bobby used and showed when he was greeting me. And he instantly told me what is going to happen in the meeting, and he asked me to sit. He gave me the agenda, which has all the information. The first interaction, the first impression of the club really happens when the host greets the guests. So it is very important that we focus on this part of every meeting. A lot of us have joined Mercury Toastmaster, because of this interaction. The warmth that you give, the respect that you give to a new person who has not been part of your club also makes them feel important, makes them feel heard, and convinces them to actually be part of this club. Well, after this, I came for 4 weeks as a guest. And then what happens? I became a member. And for this one, for the last time, I ask you all to again turn to the front. Please don't hit me if you got irritated with this part, but this was the part of surprise. All right, now what happens when we become a member? I want to invite our ex-VP Education, Andrea, to take the meeting forward, take the speech forward from here. So Andrea, please come to the stage. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Smita. You're one of the new members, right?
Yes,
You just joined.
I'm so excited.
Wow, welcome. We're happy to have you. Why are you a member? What are your goals?
Well, I want to grow, be better at my public speaking, and I also want to improve my leadership. So I want to join this club, but more than that, the stage feels like home.
So I'm Andrea. I'm the Vice President of Education. I'm one of the board members. You know, we have a board of motivated members who support you, and I am responsible for the educational part. So I will explain you how you can best progress as a speaker and as a leader. So yeah, there's pathways. Have you heard of pathways before?
Not really, but I read a little bit on the website.
It's like our curriculum, our step-by-step instructions, how you can grow, how you can prepare your first speech. It's called icebreaker speech, so you can start preparing for that. And if you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you, Andrea.
You're welcome.
But how do I begin my journey?
So first of all, I have a name tag for you, like an official member's name tag. So you can remove your other one.
Thank you.
So this is an important step. And how about you be the timer next week?
Perfect. I will. But how do I sign up for this? Can you sign me up?
I can sign you up, but I can also show you how to sign up yourself. So you log in onto EasySpeak, one of our platforms, and then you can just click the green button.
Okay. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Yeah, enjoy your journey.
Thank you. Well, when a new member signs up, and the beginning of the member, also the journey of the member, is made really better if a VPE encourages them. So the role of a VPE, VP Education, is really important in a member's progress. Here, Andrea informed me about pathways and asked me to sign up, pick one of them. I read through the pathways, I picked up dynamic leadership, and I started working on it. One of the very important milestones and very touching ones is when you get your name tag. This is when you really feel that you belong to the club, you're part of it. So this is very important that the name tags are printed on time, prepared on time for the members. Also, a VPE educates them, nudges them to pick their pathways. If you do not pick your pathways, then what are you going to, on what parameters are you going to progress? What goal are you going to chase? And that's what Andrea did here. She was an amazing VPE. She took notes of everything. She was so meticulous. She reminded people to please progress on pathways. And another step which was important for me when she asked me to play a role of a timer in a meeting. So when you go through all your pathways and the projects and the levels, it becomes a bit overwhelming. You don't know where to start. And sometimes icebreaker for some people can sound scary or look scary or a very big milestone. So what do we do in this case? We start small. We start with small roles like a listener, like a timer, which gives you some speaking time on the stage, but it's not so scary that you're carrying too many responsibilities on the shoulder. But when a VPE approaches you and asks you, would you like to take it? I felt very important. I felt, oh my God, I've got this opportunity and I can start somewhere. And I give this credit to Andrea for my progress there. Then came the icebreaker. Icebreaker was great, and I received critical feedback. It was a bit hard, and I had to do a lot of work on it. But what after the icebreaker? What do you do? It's member retention. It is the progress of member, the development of a member. And this is where your further speeches come, where you choose a mentor. So role of VP is also important in selecting a mentor, where Andrea helped find me an appropriate mentor and get it assigned to me, and I have improved on a lot of areas. Let's move to the third part, where you develop leadership. Andrea asked me to become assistant to the VP education, to take up small part of her really big role, little bit responsibilities. Now Shivam is the assistant to the VP, and he's taking really well. What I learned as part of this role, I was exposed to the whole leadership. I was part of the board meetings, I was part of these plannings, and these are the people who are doing leadership roles in their everyday life. And these are the people you would never meet in your life if you're not part of a platform like this. So you see the exposure where your leadership matters, but the impact is not so big like in a company where you could lose millions of dollars. But yet, there is an opportunity to learn. And I learned a lot. I learned meticulousness from Andrea to take care of everything and to think before time about everything. I learned from Sarah to be a strong leader. Sometimes you need to take some tough decisions which people will not like and say no to people. And I learned that from her. I learned from Jasper to be dependable, to be always there for your board, for your members, to every week carry that bag and make sure everything is in place. There were a lot of members who were board members and they left afterwards, but these people kept holding on. For that matter, Bobby, he kept showing up every day as a host over there and also kept doing his VP PR responsibilities and also doing some development work on the software side, apart from his own work, and going above and beyond. And that was an amazing opportunity for me as a leader. And I improved at work too. Now, it is not just the board. When you see senior members coming here, performing, speaking every day, or working, or giving evaluation speeches, you simply sit there and listen to them. And I modeled them. And I literally became so much better by just modeling them. It was members like Marcus, Hanyo. And by the way, Marcus is also my mentor. So, well, I just want to end my speech with this fact that if you ask all the members, most of the members here, Jasper made a video out of it, that what is it about Mercury that you like the most? And most of the people said it was the vibe. But tell me, who is the vibe? What is the vibe? Who creates the vibe of a club? It is the members. It is the board. We create the vibe. And that creates good club culture. Thank you very much.